November 15th, 2023 here with your live show. Live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. No excuses, just free picks. Some people tell us to go away. We just keep showing up. Chris, what's happening?
And not much. Yeah, we just keep showing up. Didn't have the best of days yesterday, but salvaged it at the end and ready to start new. Got a decent college card today. Some solid NBA. Yeah, ready for today's card. I'm excited.
Jay, how's it going? Killer day yesterday. Only the Mavericks let you down, but that's the only one you'll hear about today. I think you hit everything else, man.
Yeah, it was a good day, man. Trying to keep it rolling. The Thunder Buddies, man, took off on them Spurs.
I just don't know why I didn't put that in as a premium. It's just killing me. I'm just kicking myself, man. It was like I ran out of time or something. Almost like today where I only have one pick in, and it's like I want to put 5 more. I'm gonna get them in though.
So yeah, just trying to keep it rolling. NBA, solid card today. Decent college hoops. The books got to stop disrespecting Oklahoma in hoops. I like Oklahoma. Oklahoma hooping. Baylor got it done. It was good day.
Santa Clara on that money line against Stanford that we gave out on the show yesterday. That was an ass whooping that they put on Stanford. 9.5-point dogs outrighted them by more than 9, right? They just crushed them. They, I think, Chris, the term that you usually use is they made them their bitch, right?
Yeah, I haven't pulled that one out in a while. You might have to blow some dust off of that one, but yeah.
Yeah, it still works. It still works, Might not have the might need to put a little oil on the squeaky spots, but one always seems to have legs. A lot of good games yesterday. Oh man, I had a deleter in the YouTube comments on the Wisconsin game. And a lot of people came back I came back to see what this guy would be saying, and he deleted his comments, man. He wrote this whole book about how stupid I was for taking Providence and how I knew nothing about Wisconsin. And I wrote back, my comment was you could have a lot of returning players, but if they're returning crappy players, then all you got is a lot of returning crappy players. And pretty much what happened there. You got busted up by Ed Cooley's old team. Of course, we'll see Ed Cooley tonight. Hoyas. I don't love this Georgetown team he's got, to be honest with you. Chris, what's your top play tonight?
It's one of the NBA teams that's on the board.
All right.
Chris in the NBA action tonight, top play. Okay.
Yeah, it kicked my ass yesterday. I had to make amends.
I mean, NBA kind of kicked my ass yesterday too. I just was able to have the right plays on the premium side. So
I tiptoed around in there. I just I don't know, man. Whatever, man.
I can tell you who it's not, and that's the Dallas Mavericks. Trash pandas.
Ouch. Ouch, man. Against the Wizards?
Yeah, trash pandas.
They did get busted. They did get busted up yesterday.
Wow, man. Wow. Holy shit.
Those are the Mavericks I've come to know and love going back to last year. Team that you should beat the crap out of and don't even get out of bed.
Yeah, you're right though. I can't even be mad at you. You are right. That was bad yesterday. But they definitely should beat the hell out of the Wizards today.
Mm-hmm. Should. But I thought they should beat the Pelicans yesterday handily, and they pulled the pin on the grenade and didn't let it go.
I was winning everything in sight, and then all of a sudden I had the under in the Eastern Michigan Akron game. And it was so under. It was so under, man. And then they go to overtime. It was like, no.
I didn't even see that. They went to OT.
Double OT.
That's the worst way to lose.
Oh, tell me about it. You got the under. They go to overtime. It's like, how if someone just kicks a field goal and we get the hell out of here? It's like, that ain't gonna happen.
I don't think they could. I saw some of the field goal attempts for that game last night. Didn't the Eastern Michigan kicker miss it 30 yards right?
Something like that. How about Creighton, man? Like, they're up by 1 million, and then they just decide they change. The teams do this. Like, they go up, and then they go into trying to like kill the clock, and so it's like you killed your cover, is what you did. You're up by 17. You know.
Yeah.
Bastards. And tomorrow we got early college basketball starting at 11:30 a.m. Charleston taking on Vermont.
I like them early college basketball days. I like them.
Yep. Well, tomorrow and Friday both are early college basketball days, and then next week all week.
I like that.
Vermont and Charleston, man, those are two teams too that are super entertaining. How many games did Charleston win last year, Chris?
I want to say 26.
28. 28 games.
28.
28 games.
They're usually
How many covers has Vermont gotten for us in the last 4 years?
Oh. I've learned there are certain things you don't do. You don't eat yellow snow, you don't spit in the wind, and you don't bet against Vermont in conference play.
It's like, oh my God, man. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
They like ran the table or something like the America East for like 2 or 3 years in a row.
Love that shit. Love it, man.
Yeah, Charleston's usually a good bet for 25 plus wins a year.
Yep. Pat Kelsey. I wonder how long he stays there.
I keep saying probably not long, and he keeps he never leaves. So I've given up on trying to figure it out.
Well, he just got there from Winthrop. He just got there.
Oh no, sorry. I just mean like I keep like when he did the same thing at Winthrop though. Like I kept trying to figure out, oh, he's gonna leave to go to another program, and then didn't until he went to Charleston. So
Luka playing today, Jay?
Yeah. As of now,
he had limited. He played limited minutes in that game.
He didn't play well, so yeah. So
he didn't play much.
The thing is like it's still early in the day. I tried to explain that to everybody. A lot of teams on back-to-back, so you got to kind of watch the injury report. But as of right now, Luka's still in. But, you got to watch it. Like, LeBron technically still in, but I highly doubt LeBron played tonight on that back-to-back. There's a few teams where they kind of – like, I'm a little nervous about Embiid maybe trying to sit on this back-to-back. I hope not.
Me neither. I hope not also, man. I really hate the Celtics.
The Pacers got it done. Halliburton. I like that kid so much, man. I like the Pacers. Mitch, I'm still in your team. That's my team now.
Oh, he stole chicken nuggets and Thunder Buddies, so might as well just put it on the list. We'll put it on the long list. We'll call it shared property. Marital assets.
Just sue him for royalties. It's what we're all doing nowadays. It's just
I got a pretty long list, man.
It's
Chris,
like
Mitch,
those guys on the YouTube, Jay, you should start your own channel, man. I'll subscribe. It's like, yeah, Jay's gonna go to his bank. He's like, I got this one subscriber, man. He's he's fucking up. He's awesome. It's like, I got 1,200 subscribers. 12,000 subscribers.
Sir,
take subscribers.
Sir, do you have anything for collateral? Well, I've got this guy.
He's smashing that like button like no one's business. Smash that like button.
Did y'all see Deshaun Watson done for the season?
No.
Yes.
These guys don't get paid by the game, so what does he care?
He's getting he's undergoing season shoulder surgery. So
man.
And just like that, the Browns are back to being a playoff team.
The thing is, Chris, is Watson actually started playing well. You know?
Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say.
I wish that line didn't dropped in that Browns game too. It was Steelers, 3.5? That was looking appetizing.
Oh man, I didn't even look at the circus standings. How we doing?
I didn't look either. I'm gonna look right quick. I'll look.
Let's see, we gotta be up there, man. Gotta be. It's like we're in it. We're not like in it, but we're. You can't win it. You know, at this point, you can only lose it. So it's like we haven't lost for sure.
Draymond Green offered a contract by the UFC.
That was funny, man. That was right. What else do you expect from Draymond? You know?
Hey Jay, we're tied for 126 in the quarterly, so it's just first place that went 5-0, and then us for the quarterly. That's awesome.
That is
We're only a half game out for the quarter. That we can make. That's nice. I think it's 300,000 for that. Me and Jay will be like. It's like we'll go to Vegas. We'll have our big check. We'll be like Happy Gilmore cashing that shit. Feel like spend it all on hookers and blow. It's like, what'd you do with the money? It's like here you go. It's like we spend it all.
So Dom Patrol 1, I see at 464, tied for 464 at 29, 19, and 2 with 30 points. Let me see. And then let me see if I can find Dom Patrol 2.
I'm Dom Patrol 2 solo. I should be up there. I should be tied at least.
It's weird how they do the spreadsheet. I gotta start over.
We got a lot of action today.
I'll find you in a second.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here it is. Dawn Patrol 1 is 464. Dawn Patrol 2 is 606. 29, 20, and 1. Or 29, 19, and 2. So half a game.
Yep.
But both of them, they're in there.
They're in there.
They're way in it. Definitely some wood to chop, but far from out of it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Far from out of it. I mean, we're 2 games out of the money. 2 games. That's it. Cashing. Cash. Ruffolo didn't want to do it with us. Screw you.
I didn't even know you were doing it.
We asked you. You said no.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you did. Don't remember the cheap bastard conversation?
No, because it blends in with all the other ones. So it's like...
I'm in Vegas with Jay. I'm applying to get into the contest. I'm begging him on my hands and knees. Jay, you got to get in. I don't want to. I don't know. I'll put up the cash. You pay me later.
I would have done it.
I don't know. Then I go to a different Vegas trip, totally unrelated, and I'm not even headed to the Circa. Let's enter, man. Let's do it. And I'll split. I'm like,
feeling, I was like, well,
all right. I know Big Al's going to be there today. I'm going to head on over and meet him for lunch.
Go to the deli over there.
Meet Big Al for lunch over at Pink Donuts. Yeah, no, we're in it, man. It's fun. It's like we're not all the way there, but it's like we're not all the way out.
Yep.
Anyways, let's get to today's action.
Do it.
I got throat issues, man. Gonna have to eat a cough drop. I got this great cough drops. I mean, they're candy. Oh, man.
I'm going through it now. I didn't realize that I didn't see like some of these college games. I'll tell you.
Sorry, everybody. Coughing fit there.
Oh shit. You okay?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
If I die on the air, man, someone.
Well, you have the controls in the programs. It's like we're gonna have to just. I don't know.
I just put that there. All right, let's get to this NBA.
Let's do it.
How are we? So Big Dog 2 in the Twitter is just after me, man. I don't know what he wants, but he's just after my ass. It's like, what does he want? I have nothing against the guy at all, man.
I know.
Zero, man. I mean, there are other guys out there that have plenty against. I mean, I'm not afraid to say if I have something, but I'm not sure what he wants from me. I'll ask him. I'm gonna ask him. Do you think he wants to? He wants.
I'm just waiting on my nightly tag from him.
Yeah, I was like, it's me, you, and Sauce, right? That he tags.
Yeah.
Like, what is he saying? Yeah, I mean, I wrote him back. I'm pretty sure I gave the Lakers out yesterday, too. I'm not sure what he's saying, but I don't know.
I just want some recognition. I think that's just all it is.
Yeah, I give him recognition. He's got recognition. He won. But it's like, I mean, I don't post every bet I win or anything like that, but
Right.
I mean, to me, it's like
I could post how I beat the books up yesterday on the Thunder and the Pacers.
But the thing is that to me, it's not about unless you've won like something like the Circa contest where you win $1 million or something.
Right.
It's really not about winning a parlay or winning a bet. It's about winning over the long term. And I mean, my story is pretty well documented. It's like, anyway, not a big deal. I don't care. I have nothing against it. I like the guy personally. At least he's elite. At least he always shows up. Not more I can say about some of the other guys out there. I got 2 people that are just harassing the shit out of me, man. Too. I mean, how do you stop like the harassment like that? They don't do anything on Twitter. People can just say whatever the hell they want.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where are these? I'm trying to get the overlays. I'm delaying here. That's what I'm doing. Here we go. So we got all these NBAs. So when we get to the NBA game, Chris, that you have your top play in, you just let us know which one that is.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just let me know.
Okay.
So Rod had a nice bounce back day.
Hot Rod.
Sometimes when the guys have like a really, really rough stretch, that's the best time to get on board. It's hard, you know. The guys are really running horrible, but
What do you think is harder? Staying hot or bouncing back off the cold streak? Which one's harder?
staying hot.
Chris?
Yeah, staying hot. It only takes one good day to start the turnaround, but once you get up there.
Yeah, it's like it's definitely harder to stay hot. I mean, like hot. It's not harder to stay winning. I mean, just to
Right.
stay hot.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've been top of the leaderboard with you for a week, you know, or more than that, 2 weeks. And I mean, I still had a winning day yesterday. I only had one losing day. It was, you know, I got smoked on Monday. I mean, I openly admit it. But, you know, yesterday I had a winning day. I had 2 games go horribly against me yesterday. You know, I lost that Kansas game by half a point. Horrid, man. Even on Monday, a couple of those losses. That Pitt game that I lost against Florida Gulf Coast, Pitt could have just dribbled out at the end of the game. The guy freaking threw in the 3. I was getting 9.5. They were up by 9. The guy chucked the 3 in. Bastard.
Not the meaningless 3.
Or how about them Nuggets last night? That was disgusting. Reggie
I hope Reggie Bullock steps on a Lego.
Wow.
Reggie Jackson, two missed free throws. Then Jokic turned. They up 6 with like 30 seconds to go. Line's 3.5.
Yeah. If Reggie Bullock hits those free throws, it goes to 7. And
Reggie
Jackson. Reggie Jackson. Sorry,
Jackson.
I mixed up my Reggies. Okay, so I don't hope Reggie Bullock steps on a Lego. I hope Reggie Jackson steps on a Lego.
He missed 2 free throws. Then Jokic throw it away, steal. It was disgusting.
All right, back at it. Wizards against the Mavericks.
Let's do it.
Chris, who you got?
Yeah, give me the over, but also give me the trash pandas. I'll give the.
Whoa!
I'm gonna start calling them that. No, but no, the Wizards are the worst defensive team in the NBA, so I'll give the Mavericks another chance here, but not as strong on it as I felt yesterday. Yeah, the Wizards are just the worst team defensively. They couldn't stop a nosebleed. So give me the Mavs and give me the over in this game.
Mavs for me too, man. Hopefully they don't bust up any parlays tonight. But I think they get it done. Bounce back game. They are on the back end of a back-to-back. That's not the most sexiest spot to try to back a team. But like Chris said, the Wizards are one of 2. Honestly, if I think right now today they're probably the worst team in the NBA. If they played the Grizzlies, I think the Grizzlies would win. You know, I don't like the Wizards tonight. I think the Mavs win comfortably here.
Yeah, I like the Mavs too. I think what we see, if you look at the box score, you know, a lot of their star players just played limited minutes in that game. They didn't feel like they probably had a chance, and they didn't waste any effort, you know? So look for, I think Luke only played like 20 minutes, right? 24 minutes. So expect to see a lot more from them in this one. Because Luka generally doesn't play back-to-backs, but last year he didn't. I look for him to play here. I'm taking the Mavericks. I don't care what Ruffolo wants to call him. Got the Knicks taking on the Hawks. Rematch already. These teams seem to play each other an awful lot. It's always at Atlanta. Jay?
I'm taking the Knicks. Trae Young probably will be back for this one.
Cured this case of the
So I found out that he had a baby yesterday. Is what happened.
a poop baby.
The girl had their baby, so that's why that was the personal.
All right, congrats to Trey. We take back all the stomach pain and diarrhea jokes.
Diarrhea.
Take it back.
But,
it wasn't diarrhea. It was having a baby.
The Hawks, they did win yesterday. Beat the Pistons without them. I don't know. I don't like the Hawks that often. I don't. I'm a Hawks hater, in all honesty. This is a 50-50 game. I think the Knicks, they play well on the road. They always seem to play the Hawks tough. Like, it just seems like a Knicks type bounce back spot. They were playing well before they got smacked by the Celtics. I think they go here and beat the Hawks. Brunson, big game.
Oh, man. I'm gonna take the Knicks. I'm just done with the Hawks right now. Trae Young is back. I expect him to probably have a big game because or whatever. But I don't know. It's just one of those games. I'm not betting this thing. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I like the Knicks here as well. I know their season-long numbers so far, but I think it says something that the Knicks, who have the worst field goal percentage in the NBA to this point, put up 126 on the Hawks in the other meeting this season. The Hawks offensively are just a sieve. And, like Jay said, the Knicks always seem to play them tough. These two teams don't like each other, but the Hawks don't like the Knicks a little bit more because the Knicks keep beating on them. So give me the Knicks in this one.
Got the Celtics and the Sixers. Can't see my screen. Do I have it up right?
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, I see it. All right. Yeah. Sixers, Celtics. I'm a pure Celtic fader. I just think there's always value on the other side, especially a home dog Sixers team that's hasn't not covered at home except for last night in about 100 years. Last night we broke the streak of I think it was 431 covers in a row at home against the number as favorites. They're dogs here, but I think it's a gift. I think Sixers money line. Chris, you gonna Tatum it for us? Like you do?
Tatum like it? No. Yeah, no. Give me the Sixers here.
Wow.
These two teams always play each other tight, and I think another one. I think it was a 1-point game when these two teams met earlier this season. Another 1-point game I think could be in the offing. So, do I love the Sixers on the back-to-back? No, but
do you think this line indicates Embiid's definitely going to play? Because he doesn't. He's another back-to-back guy we have to always worry about.
That's my concern. He might not, but
you're always concerned about something, Chris. But do you think?
It's in my nature. I'm concerned about Mercury being in retrograde. I'm concerned.
I tell Chris every time I go to Vegas before I leave, just don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine.
You do realize that I'm still going to worry, though. I mean, it's like telling water not to be wet. I am a worrier, so it's fine. It's what I do.
Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me the Sixers.
Yeah, I know I love me some Tatum. I love Tatum. But I'm taking the Sixers. And I know I faded them yesterday. We made some good money yesterday fading. We had the Pacers money line yesterday. Let's kind of look ahead to this game right here. I think the Sixers. So this morning I misspoke on the jam session. I don't know what the hell I was looking at. I thought that the Celtics won the first one. They didn't.
No way. They got their ass kicked 106-103, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had.
I mean, I'm not that familiar with the game. I wouldn't really. Like, I'm
I
not
know.
looking at anything. I'm just, it's like
I misspoke. I had to. I said the Celtics won 106-103.
Didn't Maxey have 438 points in that game?
So don't be mad at me, guys, for that. But it don't change how I feel. I still like the Sixers in this spot. Like, there's only one team that I think would warrant the Sixers being a home dog, and it's the Celtics. Nobody else is going to be favored over Philadelphia in Philadelphia. I know they're on the back end of a back-to-back, but they always play the Celtics tough. Like, they not going to lay down for these boys. Getting points in my back pocket at the crib with Philly, like Mitch said, they've been going stupid, dummy, crazy at the crib for quite some time. We got to grab the points in our back pocket. Celtics coming off of 3 straight home games. This is the 5th home game in the last 6 games for Philadelphia, so they're comfortable at home. I'm not rushing them. I'm not laying points with Boston in this one.
Who do you think hates the Celtics more? The Philadelphia 76ers or me?
Oh, jeez. That's a really good question. Oh my lord.
I think it's them. I do. I think it's a team effort, man.
Close.
I think teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh my god, I can't believe how good of a question that was.
I know.
We're digging. You know, we're getting deep here. We're getting deep. That's what we do. Just go below this. Got a lot of programming on today. We've got our NFL show today. I've got I'm doing videos with a bunch of professional bettors out there. Dave Miller, who's currently in 2nd place in the $50,000 DraftKings buy-in tournament. $1 million first prize in that one. I'm on the drive-thru tonight. I'm after Chris on the drive-thru tonight. Got the Bucks against the Raptors. Rematch.
It's your team, Chris. What you doing? I'm going to remind you that like every time they pop up. Because y'all love to remind me about my Mavs. I got to remind you about them Heat.
We don't need to remind you. You don't need to remind me, man. What are we at, 7 in a row now?
Yeah, they hooping. You know who I like? Podcast. We'll talk about y'all in a little bit, but I like Podcast.
I like Jimmy Butler. He had a monster game last night.
Yeah.
Monster game.
They should have covered. He should have covered if he would hit some free throws. The closing line. They covered the main line, though. Like the early line for now.
I got the early line.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing though.
Who asked?
I've openly bashed the Raptors.
Doesn't matter.
Here unapologetically. They could be 0-63. They're due.
They're due?
I'm just
They're due?
I'm just saying that's the reaction. That's what we would get. I at least bash the Raptors when necessary.
Fair.
But I will say I think that this is a decent spot to back them. The Milwaukee Bucks, I don't know what this team is doing from a cover perspective. They couldn't cover themselves with a bed sheet at the hotel room. It's bad right now for the Bucks. 1-8-1. Thank you. 1-8-1 against the spread so far this season. Yeah, no, thank you. Give me the Toronto Raptors in this one and the points. They always seem to get up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've actually owned the Bucks in recent years. I think they've won 7 of the last 10 meetings. So give me the Raptors in this one.
I'm with Ruffolo, man. I'm taking Toronto. Where does Toronto play the best basketball? In Toronto. Like up there with the whole country behind them where they got like 80,000 people at every game. You know, that's where they play their best basketball. Milwaukee is still currently the worst ATS team in the NBA. Depending on what book you use, like Big Al, he uses Circa for all his lines. And by Circa lines, the Bucks haven't covered a game all year. You know, the book I use, they've covered one. So They've been terrible ATS all year. Now they're a road favorite here against Toronto. We've already seen Toronto smack them up. It's not even like the game was competitive. Toronto beat them 130 to 111. Smacked them up. I think they do it again, or at least keep it competitive. I'm not laying points with Milwaukee. They're one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA. They're still priced like the other team from last year that played defense, and they do not. The Raptors play defense. They're up in your face. They're a physical team. That's the one thing they can do. They're not an offensive team, but they can play defense and keep themselves in games. I think they do that tonight. I'm grabbing the point.
I'm taking the Raptors. The Bucks are horrible on the road as favorites. 0-9 in their last 9 in the home favorite role against the number. I'm taking the Raptors. What do we got next? The Raptors. First things first. Where's the crapper? Oh, here's one that I know Jay's going to really like. Bulls against the Magic.
Short, sweet, simple. We're fading the shit out of the Bulls until further notice. Did y'all see the report yesterday that Zach LaVine is now available to find trades? Yeah, it's only a matter of time. DeMar DeRozan not playing tonight. Caruso not playing tonight. Patrick Williams probably won't play tonight. It's an ugly spot for the Magic. You know, they just they just came off a long homestand. Got their doors blown off last night and have to travel to Chicago. So it's not the sexiest spot for Orlando, but they should win this game. I'm going to take them here.
I'm going to take the Magic as well. I had the Nets last night in that game against the Magic. It just seemed like a stupid spot for the Magic there, but
it was.
You know, but getting against the Bulls is a get well spot.
Yep.
And everyone likes to get well against the Bulls. Chris, you taking the Bulls?
No, God, no. You can give me the Magic. Yeah, yesterday was just a rough spot for the Magic, but it's like Jay said, the wheels are starting to fall off the cart. The dominoes are starting to fall. Zach LaVine wants out. And I think he's just the first of many to be offloaded. It's just going to start a little bit earlier than expected. So
I wonder where he's going to go.
What's that?
I said, I wonder where he's going to go.
I heard it was to the Heat.
You think? You think Miami will try to get LaVine?
Yeah, if they'll take Harrow, which they will. And, it's like, why not? Tried to get Damian Lillard. Couldn't get him.
Oh, if I was Miami, I wouldn't. I'm not the biggest LaVine fan. I'm not.
I'm not either, but
to me, to be honest, I think him and Hero are on the same level. And to many people, they wouldn't think that, but I think so. Volume guys that shoot a lot of bad shots and they make some. That's what they are to me.
Wow. Jay's cold today.
I'm for it.
You know, Jay's winning. He's out for blood. He's bashing.
Yeah, I'm with James. Like, if I was Miami, I would rather have DeRozan over LaVine any day of the week.
Maybe that's who they go after.
That would be much better. I like DeRozan.
Well, hard to believe that this is the case, but got the I think this is the game of the night right here. Timberwolves and the Suns. The Timberwolves a dog in this one, despite winning 7 in a row.
It's the hype factor. They're on the back end of a back-to-back, but it's the hype factor too. Tonight's the night, quote unquote.
What about the stigma? Any stigma in the Timberwolves? We've all had our dreams crushed by the Timberwolves at one point or another. It's kind of like the 2019 Houston Rockets. Just could bust up a parlay at any given moment.
Yep. We're getting it tonight, though. Book, Bill, KD, quote unquote. Everybody's supposed to be in tonight. What y'all think?
I like the Timberwolves in this one. I like the way they're playing. I like Anthony Edwards better than anything the Suns have. I think they found a way to win.
I don't know about anything. I would probably still take KD.
I don't think not at this point in his career.
I probably would.
41 game player over him. 38 game player.
It's not a bad take. It's not that bad of a take, but I don't know.
He's looking old, man. He's got the same haircut as me going, just about. It's like he's holding on. He's holding on, man. It's not a good look, man. I didn't hold on. I just went from hair, shaved it, man. It's like I ain't holding on to that shit. It's actually, if I grew my hair back, I'd have more than him.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Timber. I'm gonna take the Timber.
I'm not touching that subject, but I'm gonna jump on this one.
Well, open mouth, insert foot. I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna take the Timberwolves as well. Yeah, I don't know if the return of Bradley Beal's meant anything. His stat lines have looked like a concert tour. I mean, 312, 917, 617. It hasn't looked. He hasn't been great since coming back. I don't know. I think he's more of a hindrance than anything else. The Timberwolves are legit, and I think this line is the stigma that people are like, oh, they're waiting for the other shoe to drop. The Timberwolves can't be this good, but maybe they are. And the one issue that they had was playing and winning games and covering on the road, and they've done that so far on this road trip. So why not? Even if the Suns win, I don't see it being a beatdown. I think it's a game that comes down to the final shot, maybe a 4-point win at most for the Suns. Give me the Timberwolves and the points.
I really hate backing the Timberwolves, period. And I really, really, really hate backing them on the back end of a back-to-back. And I really, 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 really hate backing them after we just seen them get choked out literally on live television last night.
But
but they're getting 6 points.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm taking the house of disappointment, man. We gotta fade the hype train in the Suns. Like I said on the show, just think about all the other hype trains. They haven't panned out, especially not money making. The damn Clippers, they haven't won a game since Harden's been there. The Bucks are the worst ATS team in the NBA. My Mavs last year when we got Kyrie, we were the worst ATS team in the NBA.
Oh man, someone's saying there's a really old pic of me on Google. You don't need to go on Google, man. Here's my work badge from when I was 20.
Oh my goodness. Everybody's working for the weekend.
I can't. I gotta fade the hype machine in the Suns. I'm taking it.
I was young once, man. See, all you guys, this is what you got to look forward to right here, man. See, it happens, man. Everyone in the YouTube comments thinks it's not going to happen to them. Trust me. There's only 2 ways this can go. Either you're going to get old like me or you're not. And that's like, definitely you want to get old like me. And I'll tell you, then when you get my age, you see the other people that are my age, you say, wow, man, you kind of really held it together. I don't care what you guys say. Kings and the Mavericks. Kings and Lakers. Chris, you want to talk about it? Who's up? Jay? Me? You?
I don't know. I'll go, though.
Go ahead.
I'll take the Kings in this one. I'll take the Kings in this one. With it being on the second half of back-to-back, who knows if we're going to see, the Lakers with Anthony Davis or LeBron James. Maybe both sit, maybe both play. Who knows? What I do know is that the Kings were the best road, been the best road against the spread team going back to the start of last season. They've also won 5 of the last 6 head-to-head in this matchup with the Lakers. So Sacramento, they just look like a different team with De'Aaron Fox back in the lineup. So give me the Kings.
Lakers have yet to lose a home game. I'm taking them here. Short, sweet, simple.
Kings for me. King me. Short and sweet.
I don't really like this game though. Like I'm not. The Lakers are not a money making team. They're what 3-7 ATS. So
Wow. Someone must have busted up someone's parlay at some point.
but they should win this game tonight. They be hooping at the crib in Los Angeles.
Tell you, man, I've expanded my language and phrases tremendously since doing this show over the years. Busted up a parlay, man. Busted it up. Fading your ass. You got like the haters, you know? It's like they can't say like I like the Clippers. It's more like I'm fading you. Cavaliers and the Blazers. I'm gonna take the Cavs in this one. I don't know. I could be talked off it. I'll take the Blazers. What the hell? It's way too many points at home. I mean, it's way too many points at home. I don't have a play in this one, obviously. I don't have a dog in the fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Blazers here. I just think it's a case of too many points. I mean, I don't know if the Cavs have done really anything enough to justify laying 10 points. The Blazers didn't look great yesterday. They felt like they fell apart in the fourth quarter against the Jazz, but they're still a decent enough team. I think they can at least keep this one within single digits against the Cavs. So give me Portland in the points.
I'm taking Portland too. We can't lay no damn 10 points with the Cleveland on the road. Can't do that. Can't. Like Chris said, what have they done? Have they even beaten anybody by 10 yet this year? No. They beat the Warriors by 11 at home. And beat the Warriors on the road by 8. But other than that, man, ain't nothing here says lay 12 or 10 with the Cavs. The Blazers, they're 5-5 ATS. The Cavs are 3-7 against the number. You just got to have the stomach to bet the Trailblazers. I think they keep it competitive though. I'm gonna grab the points.
All right. We move on. What do you guys want to cover? College hoops or the sorry ass college football card?
Go college football. Get it out the way.
Sorry ass college football. Some shit. Yes, there you go, Chris.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm personally done with action after yesterday.
Yeah, it's like it just sucks. It's cute at first. It's shitty second. Miami of Ohio against Buffalo. I'm offended by this. I'm going to take Miami of Ohio here on spite alone. I just don't think Buffalo has any business being in the field with this team. This is a mismatch and whatever you want to say. I tried to get cute there with the thing, trying to have some kind of fun with this. There's nothing fun about it.
Can't spell mismatch without MAC.
Yeah, terrible.
There you go. I got you. Yeah, this one is bad. I'm gonna take Miami, Ohio though. It's all about Miami, Ohio's defense. They have no quarterback play to speak of, and you look at last week, they shut out Akron. They won 19-0 and still covered a 17-point spread. So it's like I gotta roll with Miami, Ohio, and this Red Hawk defense.
Well, I'm gonna take Buffalo. I can't lay the points in both games today in action. You just asking for it doing that, so I got to take the dog in one. I think Buffalo can keep this one fairly competitive. It's ugly. I'm not betting this game, but I would rather have the points in my back pocket here on a Wednesday night action game between these two.
I hate this games. Ohio against Central Mich. All right, Ohio versus Central Mich. Chris.
Give me Ohio. But this is the game I feel less confident in. But Ohio's just a better team, better quarterback play, better defense. I don't know what else I could add to it. So give me Miami, or give me Ohio. Short, sweet, and simple here.
Yeah, I like Ohio too. That's why I said I can't take both favorites. I think Ohio's just head and shoulders better than them. They're at home. I think they win this game by like 14 plus points. Central Michigan lost to Western Michigan last week by 10. We saw how bad Western Michigan looked last night. I don't know, man. I'm taking Ohio. I'm gonna lay it.
I'm going to take Ohio as well, man. I'm not a big on Central Michigan this year. You got to watch out because it is senior night for these games, you know. So Chris is like, yep. Ohio's a major party school. Major party school. Bobcat.
Nothing surprised me about the Bobcats anymore. Yeah.
Who's up?
Next game.
We're done. Central Mich, Ohio.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right, so we're on college hoops. Nice little card today. We got. Where am I? We've got. Virginia Tech against Campbell. Seton Hall versus Albany. Fairleigh Disinterested versus St. Peter's. Charleston versus UVU. That's Utah Valley, the UME. Loyola-Maryland against Binghamton. VCU up against Radford. ECU versus SCUS. South Carolina State Upstate. Scuzz.
Oh no! Did we just find out?
Oh no! That didn't just happen. Oh my god!
I want to fade him just cause.
Just cause. Oh no! No.
Where's the no button?
Ohio State against Merrimack. USF versus Central Mich. Louisville versus Coppin State. That's good for now. Anything, Chris?
Yeah, two I'm going to go with here. I'm going to take Loyola-Maryland against Binghamton. I did some digging. Loyola-Maryland brought back a ton of last year's team, and they brought back like 12 players. And it was from a team that actually finished the year strong last year, especially at home. It's their first home game of the year. So I think they pick up where they left off, take care of business here against a Binghamton team that I really have no faith in. 0-2 on the road. definitely played tougher competition on the road, but I still don't like their chances here. So give me Loyola-Maryland. And give me Coppin State plus the points against Louisville. I'm going to put a little bit on Coppin State money line as well. You could easily argue that Louisville once again should be 0-2 to start the year. This I don't know what Kenny Payne's gotten himself into in Louisville, but this team's not it. And Coppin State, they usually schedule up, and what we see with Coppin State every year is there's one team that they always play in. Like a couple years, it was Georgetown, where there's one team that's just wildly overvalued because they're playing Coppin State, and they end up either getting a scare put into them, and it was Georgetown. I think Georgetown ended up losing once to them outright. So give you Coppin State in the points in this one, and again, I'm going to put a little bit on Coppin State money line as well.
I'm gonna rock with Richmond plus the points against Boston College.
Not in the slot, Jay.
How much?
You're over the
Coppin State Louisville's last one, unless you're looking at a different line.
Say, my list just be not in. I don't know which list you use. So like,
all right, you can give out Boston College, Richmond.
It's at 6 o'clock. So like that's why I took it.
Oh.
All right, yeah, we'll go all the way to the 7 o'clockers then. So it's Nichols, Denver, Princeton, Duquesne, Delaware State, Boston College, Richmond, Cleveland State, Canisius. And that's it. Chris, any of those other ones?
No.
All right.
I'm good with what I had.
Jay?
So yeah, I'm gonna take Richmond plus the points against Boston College. Boston College, it just seems to me like they barely beat up on the Citadel. It was not on the road. Citadel's all right, but I don't know. I don't know if they're 4.5 points better than Richmond. I think Richmond a lot of dog there. I'm gonna take St. Peter's against Fairleigh Dickinson. We just saw St. Peter's beat the crap out of NJIT, and we saw Fairleigh Dickinson get their doors blown out by Seton Hall. I don't know. St. Peter's, they're favored on the road for a reason. I like them in that one. And the gift that keeps on giving. We're going to lay the huge number with South Florida. Central Michigan is straight ass. They're a fade every day. And until they show some signs of life, we're going to fade them. So I'm going to lay it with South Florida.
I'm taking Virginia Tech over Campbell in the 6 o'clock start. Hunter Couture and Sean Padula are back at Virginia Tech for their 19th season together. I mean, how long can these guys actually play on this? I mean, we talk about guys that have been on the same team for a long time. I mean, how is it possible that these guys are on the same team again? Like, they haven't transferred, nothing. They're still at Virginia Tech. They're still sophomores. I mean, how is this?
I completely forgot about your hard on for Hunter Couture.
Yeah, of course. But the thing is, last year he did not throw the threes in like he did the year before. And he didn't throw them in last game either. I like him here against the Camels. This is a bad Campbell team. Real bad Campbell team. It's a get-right game for Virginia Tech. I like VCU to bust up Radford in this game too. So VCU is an interesting story. So Rhodes goes to Penn State, the VCU head coach. They bring in the other coach. What's his name? What is it again? Is it Wright or Oden? One of these names like that. He comes in. You know who he is, Chris?
No.
This guy that they hired at VCU. You'll love this one. He's the guy that coached UMBC against Virginia in that first round game. It's the same guy. I recognized him from the picture. It's all right here. I'm like, I know that guy. He's the old UMBC coach from that Virginia game.
You saw him at a craps table.
Yeah. It's like, I don't care, man. I had Virginia that game. Not losing to this guy again. I'm taking VCU. The thing is, like, we're so used to VCU being like one of these full court press teams. We know that this guy's a running gunner.
Yeah.
So what do you have? Like a running gun that can play defense? This is going to be interesting. Holtman's getting fired in Ohio State. I like Richmond also against Boston College. I think Delaware takes care of Delaware State. I think, maybe some weather there at Delaware State. Gonna have trouble getting those kids over from the student union. They find that 5. This guy Mark wrote it, who used to write our site. He lived right in that area. He's like, yeah, they just pick up like 5 or 6 kids from the student union.
Is that where Mark used to? Is that where Mark used to be?
Yeah.
They kill me in my comments, man. Gonna go ahead and say it. ... Mavs blew my 8-leg parlay. Oh my God, they cracked me up, bro.
If they find a way to blow it tonight, they are officially getting christened as the Trash Pandas. I'm sorry.
We'll see, man.
At the house, you know what? They'll be the condo of disappointment. Kind of moving to that 8 o'clock slot. Jay's boys are playing the University of Science and Arts.
Nice. George Mason against Cornell. Illinois State versus Eastern Illinois. And Missouri State taking on Evansville. This is a real crap slot. We got Nebraska taking on Stony Brook. Houston Christian, no longer Houston Baptist, against FIU, Jay's team. Maryland Eastern Shore up against Longwood. Something so wrong about it. Rutgers against Georgetown, Ed Cooley in the Hoyas. He's taking over a bad team there. Did you see Providence last night? Just bust up Wisconsin. Oh, my God. Portland, Tennessee State, Texas Rice, BYU, Southeastern, Louisiana. Say it ain't so. UCLA against LIU, man. Look at UCLA's schedule. This is Penn State-esque, man. It's like Mick Cronin. Everyone's worried that he lost Hawkes and Tiger Campbell. And look who he schedules. St. Francis, Lafayette, and now he's got Long Island.
Lang 40 is insane.
To you.
No, I'm saying I'm saying having a line this in college basketball be 40 is insane. Like they shouldn't be playing these type teams.
Wow. Judgmental over there. After he was just saying how much he liked Hawkes.
I do like Hawkes.
Nevada against Pacific. How much do we hate Steve Alford?
That's
what it really comes down to. Pacific is a weirdo team, man. Did you see them in that last game? They won. It was so weird, man. It's like any team that goes with the 12-man starting rotation is just too many, man. It's like nobody scores more than 6 points, but everybody scores. This is a weird concept. If they had substitution limits like soccer, that team would be done in the first 5 minutes. Seattle against Northern Arizona and Fresno against Morgan State. How many minutes did guys play in that Pacific in that upset that they had? I mean, it is like... So they beat Cal 87-79 as an 11-point dog. Pacific. 2 guys played 30 minutes. Well, no, actually they did. Maybe I got it wrong. No, yeah, maybe I did. Right, so they went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Only 11 guys played. 10 of them played significant minutes. I don't know. What do you think?
The only one I really like, the later part of the schedule is actually the last game. I'm going to take Morgan State plus the 18.5 against Fresno. This is a Morgan State team that last year was just a cover machine when they were getting these big numbers against these step-up programs. Fresno State, I don't love this Bulldogs team. They haven't really impressed me through 2 games so far. And I think that Morgan State can do enough to at least keep this one respectable. So I'm going to take Morgan State in the points in this one.
We went to the bottom of the board, right? All the way
Yep.
through? All right. I don't want to jump the time slide.
As long as you don't jump to NHL, you're good.
Man. No way in hell we land 13.5 with FIU. They did compete with Miami. That's crazy that, Miami should have blew them doors off them boys. That made me mad. They didn't do it. But I'm not laying 13.5 with FIU. No, sir. Not me. I'm gonna take Houston Christian in that one. $1 million question is, everybody want to know, am I laying it with Texas? And I mean, the way Rice, man, let Harvard bust them up midweek with the test the next day, I think that Texas should blow the doors off them. I will lay it in that one too.
I don't like much, but I think that BYU blows the shit out of Southeastern Louisiana. I just don't like those Southland teams. They don't play much defense. BYU's not like an end-to-end court offense like the way they've been, a couple of years ago. But I mean, these guys play no defense, Southeastern Louisiana. There's not a Southland team that plays defense. I'm convinced. Defensive player. I was defensive player in the year in the Southland last year. I mean, I'm seriously.
The only D in that conference is in the word Southland.
I'm going to fade Ed Cooley, too, with Rutgers. Taking Rutgers. I think Rutgers this year is a team to watch. They got so screwed last year. I like teams that got screwed, like Memphis and Rutgers. Memphis got screwed in their game against FAU. They were winning. They didn't get the timeout call. They would have won. The game would have been over. And Rutgers, they were 35th in KenPom. They were like one of the top power ranking teams in the country. They got left out of the tournament for like 9 teams that were ranked below them. See, they got a chip on the shoulder. All right. NHL, it's you, Chris.
All right, 4 game cards, so we can go through it all at once.
I got beat up in hockey yesterday, man. I didn't have
because you took those Coyotes against your Stars, man.
I know, man. I didn't have nothing on the premium side, but I put a few dollars on my Coyotes. They was in it. Then they fell short. Who else? The Knights lost. What else happened yesterday? Who was the other one that got me? Oh, the Ducks did cash on that plus money. That was good. But yeah. Old logo, new logo. But they didn't puck line them.
Yeah, they did.
It was 4-3.
No, they won 5-3.
It was 5-3. Why does ESPN say 4-3?
Trust me, trust me. That was the last one on the board for me last night. I can tell you for sure it was 5-3 because I was. Oh well, they suck.
4-3.
Yeah, I've noticed they're late to the party on a lot of the scores as of late. Put too much eggs in that ESPN bet.
Yeah, you saw they went live today.
Yeah, it's gonna crash in 4 hours.
We all gonna get kicked out.
What happened?
We're just talking about how ESPN's a little bit slow on their scores because didn't update. I think they put up the wrong score for the Panthers game last night. We're saying,
and then ESPN Bet went live today.
Yeah, they focused too much on ESPN Bet. They're forgetting to update the scores. All right, 4 games. You got Flyers, Hurricanes, Kraken, Oilers, Ducks on the back-to-back against the Avs, and the Islanders and the Canucks.
Canucks.
I got something for you, Chris. You ready?
Mm.
The gift that keeps on giving. That keep taking my money away, man. They done lost 4 of their last 5. I keep coming on this show and telling you, man. I don't know why I keep taking them. But if there's a spot, man, it's tonight. After them boys done won 2 in a row, people humping up on them. They just beat them the other day. No. I'm going for the plus money on the smoking Kraken. That's what I'm doing. Am I crazy, man?
You're smoking Kraken.
I mean, it's a decent shot. I mean, the Oilers, they won their game. They got the new coach, Rudd, last game, but coaching was never, I mean, I will think that coaching was never the issue, and the forwards were never the issue. It was always the defense and the goaltending. So,
and then, I mean, how can I not take a shot, like, on the plus, whatever that is, on the Ducks, like, right?
Let me see. What's their...
You Mr. the minus 300s fall a lot of time. Come on. Don't.
No, I know. No, I know. They are 5-16 their last 21 on a back-to-back, but that a lot of that came when the Ducks were like the laughing stock of the NHL. They're 1-9 in their last 10 meetings, but I will say I'm on the Ducks plus 1.5 in that one.
For sure. That's all I got.
I like the Ducks plus 1.5. I think they're competitive in that game. 6-1 on the puck line on the road, 5-2 straight up. The Avs are a decent team. They've lost 5 of their last 8. Starting to wonder if the goaltending is a little bit fatigued. You know, we've seen Georgiev's their number 1 goalie, and he's not used to a workload like this. So, I mean, he played a lot for him last year. He started a lot for the Avs last year, but I think he started like 11 of the first 14 games or something like that. So might be a little bit overworked. So I think the Ducks hold some value at plus 1.5. And I'm going the over 6.5 in that Kraken Oilers game. They played 8 times, and the last meeting 4-1 Oilers just a couple days ago was the first time where it didn't have at least 7 goals in the game. Didn't get back to it here. I think we're going back to the over. So over 6.5 in that one. Are we getting any Mitchy pucks today or no?
Nope.
No? Okay. That's it.
Done. All right. Actually, reasonable time today. What do we got? Parlays.
What you got for me, Roof?
Let's go with the Timberwolves, the Raptors, and the Knicks.
Mavs, T-Wolves. I'm going there tonight. It's one of them nights. Mavs, T-Wolves, and let's go with the Orlando Magic. And then let's make it a 4-teamer. Let's just throw a random hockey in there for no reason. Let's throw the Kraken in there. Don't do it. I'm fading them.
You said yourself the team that keeps taking your money.
But listen, I got the Mavs in there. I got the T-Wolves in there.
Are you just going money line with them?
Huh?
Are you just going money line with them?
No, man, we going for the big. If you're gonna parlay, you might as well go for it all.
Fair. I'm just trying to figure it out because I was trying to figure out if you were just trying to
line Kraken. We taking. Matter of fact, you done took me there. We taking money line Kraken, money line T-Wolves. Keep it rolling, and we're gonna lay it with the Mavs, and we're gonna money line the Magic. 3 dogs in the Mavs. 3 money line dogs in the Mavs. Let's do it.
Which one busts it up?
Who is gonna bust up the parlay? Is it gonna be the Mavs, the parlay busters? Is it gonna be the T-Wolves, the House of Disappointment? Is it gonna be the Kraken, who always seem to bust it up? We'll see.
It's gonna be the one team that you didn't mention just now. That's how it works.
Nah, I know, right?
Virginia Tech, Richmond, and VCU.
What was that again, Mitch?
Virginia Tech, VCU, Richmond.
I like it. All righty.
Thanks, everyone, for joining us. I'll be back in a few hours with Jay and Big Al doing NFL football for this week.
NFL show.
Got another show with professional handicappers, Dave Miller, Micah Smith. Ant will join us next week for that. I don't think we're going to do it live. I think we're just going to do videos on it. I want to just do short form videos. I think might be the easiest way to do it. Most effective. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Just make it a winning day.
Peace.
I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow.